I see you. Die hard. Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard. Homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell a trophy, yeah, you need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team and he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer, that's gon' murder.
It's good, guys. Die Hard Knicks podcast in the building. Your boy E-Rule's in the place. I in full Die Hard Knicks gear today. This is my everyday hoodie. I've been wearing this every day recently. You know, saying wearing it to work and stuff. But you know, the Die Hard hat. I've been rocking the Die Hard crown for like the longest, man. So just kind of quite a color coordinating today. Let me close up my curtain here. Yeah, man. This is Derrick Rose Day, man. So Derrick Rose actually played for the Chicago Bulls. If anybody didn't know, he was drafted there, right? You know, became Rookie of the Year, first pick overall, Rookie of the Year, and then eventually MVP within 3 years, man. So awesome player, man. Definitely an era. It's like an era of the NBA as came and left again, man. We went through so many eras. At least me, you know. I'm just thinking about Kobe, the Kobe era. You're talking about guys that were drafted around '98 or so. You know, Marbury and Ray Allen and all those guys. Everybody's gone. You know, Kobe Bryant is dead. Actually, it's just incredible. Starbury is now like a Knick ambassador now, which is incredible. But there's been so many different eras that gone past. Now the Derrick Rose era. You know, there's a lot of people that they were just raised on Derrick Rose. You know, he was the hometown hero in Chicago and stuff like that. So, Derrick Rose has had a interesting career. You know, very quiet, always humble. Whatever, they always portrayed him to be humble, you know, but they always forget about the time when he became a Knick, when he wore number 25. You know, he was dealing with some things, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, stuff was coming out. It was just really peculiar. But, you know, people are allowed to tell the story that they want to tell. The guys are allowed to grow also, you know, so through good and bad, you know, that's your life, you know. These NBA players, a lot is taken for granted too, you know, with they come into the league at 19, you know, 19 years old, 18, 19 years old. And, you know, if you're lucky, these guys can make it all the way until their late 30s, like LeBron. LeBron is 40 years old. He's been playing since he was like 18 to 19. So he's lucky, you know, he's lucky to do that. And then not for nothing, from 18 to 19, it's basically your whole young years in life. You know, you go from 18 when you're basically a baby, millionaire, and then go all the way to your 40 years old, man. You basically could be a grandfather at that point. So that's basically your whole youth there, man. So that's incredible. Most NBA players don't really go through it or don't really get to do that, you know. But Derrick Rose, like I said, had a full career, been through everything, injuries and stuff like that. So that's what I'm getting at here. So that's incredible, man. It's good to celebrate it. You know, I don't know if they're gonna do any kind of special presentation to begin, you know, during halftime or anything like that. I think they did it in the beginning of the game. So I see Derrick Rose in the skybox and stuff. It looks like Coach K is there and stuff. A couple things. So, you know, I'm going to keep harping on this, man. This guy, Karl Anthony Towns, you know, they just showed him just now in the highlights. His post-up game, he has an immense post-up game. Shout out to Fat Joe. Fat Joe said that Karl Anthony Towns is the best big man that he's ever seen. Oh my God, man. Like people say the darndest things, man. You know, people say the darndest things, you know. So I mean, like, you know, the greatest big man you ever seen is like, come on, man. It's like But anyway, this guy Karl Anthony Towns, he keeps throwing, he keeps posting up, but he's not making moves. He's posting up and throwing the elbow to the throat. He got called for it today. And like I'm trying to tell you guys, it's going to become a problem when the playoffs hit and the scouting reports for the season is here. You know, with the Knicks, the opposing defenses are going to be ready for Karl Anthony Towns, and they're going to be frustrating him and forcing him to commit these turnovers. And I just don't. I just think that Karl Anthony Towns is too skilled to be resorting to just slamming his body and his elbow into people's throats. I just feel like, that's, I feel like that's another problem. It's another problem. He's doing too much. He's doing too much, and he's not letting the game come to him. He's not using his God-given skill. No, excuse me, not using his God-given talent, I should say, and he's not using the skills that he's been showing since college. In college, he had a very deep post game. He just likes to shoot the outside jump shot, but he had a very deep post game. Now it seems like the post game regressed, and now he's reverted into Dwight Howard slam shoulders into people. And I think he's better than that. You know what I'm saying? So I wish I could have a conversation with him, man. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of too late to do it now, man. But Amari Stoudemire went to go visit Akeem Olajuwon. He needs to go visit Akeem Olajuwon so he can get his mojo back. Remember that it's not all about slamming your body into people's throats in order to get, points in the paint. That's not how it works, So I mean that really annoys me, man. So I just had to get that off my chest also. But since I'm thinking about it, man, let me see if I can get his name here. I can never remember people's names. But we got my man Kev. I forgot what we called him. What do we call Kev? I forgot what we used to call Kev. But Kev from Nothing But Knicks. I know you guys know him, right? So one thing I got to say about him, man, he's my guy. He's my guy. So it's a little comment we was having here. We was talking about the last game. Of course, the last game, it was a terrible game. We lost the game and basically in the last 6 minutes. Me and you know that. Me and you know that we lost the game in the last 6 minutes. We watched the game together. He's playing really good up until the last 6 minutes. This guy wants to talk about that. He wants to blame Cameron Payne for it. Cameron Payne literally played 3 minutes in the fourth quarter. He literally played 3 minutes in the fourth quarter. He played only 8 minutes for the game. But somehow we're going to blame Cameron Payne for the loss of the game in the fourth quarter. Oh, because the Knicks had the lead, and then they lost the lead with Cameron Payne. But then we're just going to disregard the whole 9 minutes that Brunson was out there. And the last 6 minutes where Brunson basically pissed the game away. So I just had to say that before we get into any halftime, because I just want to see if they're actually going to do a tribute, and they actually are. So here's the tribute. So I'm going to see if I can get the audio here. Is the audio playing? So I think I turned it down, but let me turn it back up here. So we do have the audio. So I got the audio in the background. So I just got it here just for myself.
Success. It's about hope.
I don't know if you guys can hear it.
Overcoming adversity.
So we got Joakim Noah is actually talking here. You got Derrick Rose's mom is there and stuff. So I mean, I think it's dope. Joakim Noah was also drafted with Rose. So they came out together. They actually had a resurgence in Chicago, had a nice little run there. So it's I don't think anybody else could really be there besides Taj Gibson or something like that. So I'm listening to him in the back. Became an MVP. I feel bad for Joakim Noah, man, because he played all his best years in Chicago, but he made it to the Knicks and he made a fool of himself. You know what I'm saying, when he came to the Knicks. So it kind of sucks. But anyway, you got Derrick Rose there. It looks like Derrick Rose's brothers are in the back. Those his brothers or some family members. They look just like him. His mom too. His mom looks like she's gonna pass out, man. Could you imagine being a mother or father, and your kid just achieves greatness, and Derrick Rose, he did achieve greatness. I got to tell you a story though. I got to see him play in person, and he's kind of mid. He probably had his worst game in college, and in college in the game that I saw, it was at MSG. It was during one of those Coach Classic games in the beginning of the season. I actually was at courtside, and I got to see him live. And Derrick Rose literally had one of his worst games ever, man. So I didn't get a good impression of him then, But then, like I said, he went on to become the Rookie of the Year and went on to become MVP of the league, man. And it wasn't a fluke. He freaking deserved it, man. He was amazing. You want to talk about an athlete? One of the most craziest athletes that ever played the game. between him and Derrick Rose. I mean, between Derrick Rose and Westbrook, I don't know who's better. John Morant is out there now, but if it wasn't for these guys, John Morant wouldn't even be talked about. There were other athletes throughout NBA history, you know what I'm saying, but nobody moved like these guys. They were so athletic that their body broke as they were moving. It's crazy. Westbrook and Derrick Rose, they both tore their ACLs, not even jumping. They just was running up the court and tore the ACLs. This is incredible. Shout out to John Morant. He's still up there jumping, uncontrollably, but he didn't do it like the way Derrick Rose did it, man. And Derrick Rose used to do some amazing things, man. The crossovers, how hard he crossed over is unreal. But like I said, the guy's different, man. You can see him with the dreads and stuff. The dress is not for him. It's not just fashion dreads. He went on a spiritual journey, definitely evolving as a man. So you definitely got to give props to for Derrick Rose for his journey and building and growing and stuff. So I like it. It's good to see, man. Thank God the mom is still well enough to get out there and sit with him. I believe that's his brothers or whoever. They look just like him, man. Especially the guy on the right hand side, man. So it's dope. I don't want to take away from the moment here. I know Joakim Noah is talking his junk.
And it was a pleasure lacing them up with you, bro.
Yeah, so he's just giving giving him his flowers and stuff as an intro to bring Derrick Rose out there. So Derrick Rose is there crying, his like nose is red and stuff. So this is an emotional thing. Derrick Rose looks good, man. It looks like he still could play. He probably could be playing still. Shout out to the NBA. They do a really good job of destroying guys at the end of their careers. For some reason, certain guys get to play all the way to the as long as they want, and they could sit on people's benches and nobody cares, right? But then other guys, once they get to a certain degree, they just don't want them in the league anymore. Like Derrick Rose could still contribute to a team. He wasn't trash, they just weren't playing him. Like the Knicks could have played him more, but they went a different direction. When he went to other teams, he could have played. When he went to Memphis, he was actually playing good in Memphis, but he was at the last legs where teams don't want to play old guys anymore, I guess. So they're doing their little tribute. Shout out to Derrick Rose's son. He's definitely gotten big. Derrick Rose's kid has gotten big. So now, what a blessing, to go through your whole career like this, and then you make millions of dollars and stuff. Now you can retire and you're not even 40 years old. Now you can sit and be dad and just go to your kids' games. Shout out to Melo. Melo's been doing that with Cayenne, being available, Cayenne is good enough to go to all these tournaments and stuff. But Melo is there to watch him. It's amazing. So I don't know if Derrick Rose's son is going to be as good, as good as Derrick Rose, or maybe good enough to be in the NBA. I'm not too sure. We'll see. We'll see how time goes because it's not a guarantee. It's very hard to get to the NBA. But we'll see, man. I think it's great. Shout out to Simeon High School. Simeon High School, you want to talk about hotbeds for basketball? Marbury just did a video recently on Instagram, social media, I believe Instagram mostly. He's just talking about Coney Island, how Coney Island is a hotbed for talent. Shout out to Tel Flair, shout out to Born Ready, my man, crazy dude from that used to play for Indiana and stuff. Different players from Coney Island and stuff, like most of the NBA players in recent memory came from Coney Island. See, even Jamel Thomas, that's also Marbury's cousin. They all come from the same area, locally too. A lot of talent comes out of Coney Island, even throughout the years and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But as far as Chicago, Simeon High School, it definitely has a lot of talent comes out there. I'm trying to think of the player. They did like a movie on him and stuff, documentaries. Simeon High School passed away. Yeah, so yeah, so this is like, I mean, this school still has problems, man. It says high school Chicago were killed in separate shootings in 2021. So it's a bad area. But Simeon High School basketball player killed. It sounds morbid, man. But Ben Wilson, here it goes. Shout out to Ben Wilson. So Ben Wilson was supposed to have been the next great one, So I'm googling that just to connect the dots here. Ben Wilson was the chosen one. He was going to be the next great basketball player to come out of Chicago, 1967. So he's older, talking about born in 19. Excuse me, died in 1984. You know what I'm saying? So he would have came into the NBA. He would have came into the NBA right after Jordan. So he would have been a part of that story. I don't know if he would have went on to become a great player, maybe 6'8", with the skills that he had, maybe he would have went on to be one of the great ones. Shout out to Len Bias also, man. I mean, a lot of the guys that didn't get to make it, to the next level and stuff, due to tragedy. But Derrick Rose came up through the same high school there and was able to fulfill what this kid here probably would have done, Ben Wilson. Ben Wilson might have done what Derrick Rose did, but Derrick Rose is the one that did it. Shout out to Isaiah Thomas. Chicago basketball, fraternity is deep, man. Derrick Rose is actually talking now, so I know you guys are listening.
People
So I'm listening
dislike me
to.
or whatever it is, that I'm confident in my choice. I'm confident that I will make it. I want to be great.
Okay, so
You
he's
want to
talking
be
his shit.
great. I told you. And you
So I
also
can't really have it too loud because I don't want
great.
to get a copyright strike or anything.
Nowhere under that. You hear me? So thank you, Chicago, for
It's dope to
forcing me
hear him
be
talk
great.
because he's talking with force. You never really heard Derrick Rose talk like this.
Not understanding that
Chicago Sun right here, y'all.
great the entire time too. And I just didn't know the environment that I was in that was forcing me to.
Yeah.
So thank you for everybody that watched me ever since I was in 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade.
Man, he's really in his element right now, man. Empowered. Speaking in tongues, really, man. It looks amazing.
But I must say that is going to be the old Pooh.
The old
This new
Pooh.
version of me is what you see. I am a businessman now. Thank you.
Wow. Very powerful, man. You know what I'm saying? The opportunity playing basketball coming from, like I say, I'm trying to connect the dots. Coming from Chicago, played for Simeon High School, one of the like in a rough area, like I said, 2001, talking about shootings and stuff that happened there. It's a rough area still in Detroit, in Chicago, and guys don't make it out of there. Like I said, this guy was supposed to have been the next great one. He didn't make it, but through all of that, Derrick Rose was the one that made it out. Just like Stephon Marbury, his brothers made it to the NBA, but he was the one that finally broke the barriers and got through. So it's not easy, man. Definitely not easy. Life is hard, man. Life is hard. A lot of us come from places, man, that there's like they say there's no choice. You got no choices and stuff, man. So it's really life and death. And Derrick Rose made it through that and became a great one. And he said now he's a businessman. So God bless him on his next part of his career there. So definitely appreciate that. Hopefully YouTube doesn't give me a problem with the audio. The audio was playing in the background, but it is what it is. But yeah, so I was talking about Cameron Payne earlier. So I mean, this guy, Kevin McLeod here. I forgot what we call him. We called him the forgot what we called him. We had a nickname for him because he kind of like overdoes it. You know what I'm saying? He like overdid the conversations. And like he was a prominent member on the MBK a podcast, Nothing But Knicks podcast. He was definitely on the panel all the time. We used to argue all the time about Frank Ntilikina, and to this day, if I say Frank Ntilikina, he gets pissed. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you can be wrong. But my thing is, right, so he'll makes a point and then he says even Macri agreed with on that. So I hate it when you got a name drop Macri. You know what I'm saying? Like Macri is supposed to be the god of all basketball takes. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have nothing against Macri, but you know how I give it up. It's like, yo, fuck John Macri. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you making a basketball tape. What the fuck does that got to do with that fucking guy? Why do people keep bringing him up? Like he's the fucking like basketball savant of New York. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't have a basketball opinion unless you can confirm it with this fucking guy. And I just think that's ridiculous. And I paint the picture there because like my man Kev was with me with Nothing But Knicks. Nothing But Knicks got like 20 something thousand subscribers himself. You know what I'm saying? So Nothing But Knicks with Simeon Russell, he's a big dog also. So why don't you quote Simeon? Why don't you quote Simeon Russell? Why do we need to keep quoting this fucking guy, John Macri? You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand. Simeon Russell is right up there with them. Russell's been doing it longer, you know, and you work with the man. So why can't we start quoting him? Then scroll down there. To continue one of these comments. He mentions CP. So in order to make your point, you have to use the two biggest podcasters at the moment. You know, Sim has been off a little bit recently because of personal reasons and stuff, but he's still broadcasting. I believe he did a show today at 5:30. I was at work. I was in a tunnel when because he asked if anybody wanted to jump in. He hit me up, but I was in the tunnel at the time working. You know what I'm saying? So, if I was at home, I would have done it. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it's unfortunate, man. Sometimes when people make takes and stuff, and people say stuff, like literally Cameron Payne was not the reason why we lost the game. The other day when Brunson was out, Cameron Payne was a starter, and he actually absolutely played fantastic. So then now when we lose, now we're just gonna throw him completely under the bus and not tell exactly what really happened in the game. Just it's always a narrative. So I just had to say that before we start this pod here. So we are at halftime, man. So halftime show is going to be over quickly. The Derrick Rose is a Derrick Rose special. They're not going to retire his number or anything today. They're actually going to do that next year. But this was like a going away party for him, official type retirement party. So anyway, for the Knicks game, 72-63. Not really much going on here. We should beat this team. The Knicks keep letting Chicago hang around, man. You know what I'm saying? And then we have to work hard here. Uh, Everybody played 40 minutes. The whole entire starting lineup played over 40 minutes. Everybody played over 40 minutes the last game. So what's going to happen today? Are we going to get to the point where in a back-to-back we're going to have to play back-to-back games, 40 plus point minutes? And then shout out to another person. Since we naming all the big dogs, Anthony MSG. He's getting on fans on Twitter about like bashing Tom Thibodeau. When we were winning, nobody was bashing him, but now we lost one game. Now it's bashed Tom Thibodeau. But that particular game, it was whose fault is it? Who plays these guys 40-something minutes? Who's the one not playing anybody else to see if we can rely on anybody else? Cameron Payne literally just started and helped us win, and then the next game he barely plays. Like who's making that decision? You know what I'm saying? Who's making that decision? That's Tom Thibodeau. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we can't just wait till guys are not available to play guys major minutes. You know what I'm saying? We have to be able to play guys a little bit. We can't have guys playing 8 minutes off the bench. Start one game and play 8 minutes the next game. It's ridiculous to me, guys. It's ridiculous. And that conversation to go back and forth of been telling people how to fan, I think that's bullshit. That's not the reason why we're in it. Like I got into podcasting because I hate people like this. These people like this don't dictate my fandom, and they don't speak for me. So now it's a shame now that here we are, and now the podcasters and all the people that are not media people, now they are gatekeepers and telling everybody what to do now. And that's it just goes to show you how fucking fickle and ridiculous that we are as fans. You know what I'm saying? As people. So anyway, first blood. My man Brunson just made the first blood there. So I'm at the 11:30 mark, guys. The Gotham Sports app is going to be behind 30 seconds at least, sometimes a little bit more because of the way that they operate the app. Capitalism, definitely monopolizing the game here by eliminating Optimum just to boost their sales. I got to say it. So anyway, Josh now has it, gives it to Cat over to Brunson. Brunson coming around the screen. He's dribbling again over to Josh Hart. Back inside to Cat. Cat looking, turns around, pull up jump shot. Kind of off balance, not a good shot there. Shout out to Traby Ryan. I know he mentioned this earlier. He brought up Vucevic. Vucevic might be on the trade block, and he was saying that we should get Vucevic to come off the bench behind Cat. I mean, Vucevic is still good. I don't know how much he has tonight because I didn't get a chance to get into the halftime report. But Vucevic is still Vucevic. He this year, I believe he's actually averaging back to his normal 20 and 10 again. So we can't trade for a guy that's 20 and 10 for him to be off the bench to play 8 minutes behind Cat. You get Vucevic in here to play him major minutes. So we got Kobe White shooting a jump shot, not really a good shot. OG ends up with the rebound, almost lost it. Gives it over to Brunson. It's at 19 seconds, 18. Sheesh, get across the timeline. Brunson now. He's being guarded by Levine. Screen is there. Oh, nice pass there. A screen, and the screen ended up being like almost like a give and go kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't a roll, it was like a screen and then a lead pass kind of. So that was an excellent play there to give Mikal Bridges a layup there. So got Williams there. Williams is trash, man. He's been in the NBA a couple years now. Hasn't really shown much. Kobe White, mid range, kicks it out to the Australian Aussie, number 3, hits the 3-point shot in the corner there. So we got to get some names in here to get the names in my head, so I don't have to keep trying to figure out who these fucking players are, even though I know them. That's Josh Giddey with the 3. So we got Brunson now looking over to Cat holding it. Cat dribbling. Looks like he might probably, he didn't pull up. He drives. Left-handed shot. It gets hacked and whacked from behind. No foul call. Patrick Williams is all over him. No foul call. Here goes Giddey now doing his little Euro thing. Comes in and pulls up right over the top. Nice and easy. 76-70. The Chicago Bulls team is going to be hanging around, man. So let's say what's up to the chat as Brunson comes across. We got Daniel Berry Sports, number 1. My man Generation JL. So we got to work together today, man, for a little while, in the beginning, how we do. But my man good to see him. Good to have him back on the job, man. Good to have a good human being back around. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you be around a lot of dicks in life. That's the point I'm trying to make with all the stuff I say. There's a lot of dicks in life out there. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get your boys, and you not just your boys, real humans, real human beings out there, and you talk about something other than the job all the fucking time. It's just refreshing. It just makes you feel human again. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can feel unhuman, doing the things that you do as an adult. As OG gets it in the corner off a pass from Cat. Knicks are kind of dicking around right now, 78-73. Got Just Knicks here saying salute. Just Knicks says, you still traded Mikal? We're always going to be talking about trades. You know why? Because this is a Knicks podcast where we're talking about how we can make the Knicks better. Not how we can measure Mikal Bridges underwear size, to make sure that he gets a full fitting underwears, you know what I'm saying? To make sure that he has pure, tailored underwear. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that the scrotum is covered, with no extra, fabric hanging, you know what I'm saying? We want to make sure that it's just right. You know what I'm saying? That's not the type of podcast this is. You know what I'm saying? This is a Knicks podcast, you know what I'm saying? So even though Mikal Bridges is playing good, he wasn't playing good before. So then if he wasn't playing good, now it's conversations and see how we can get the team better. You know what I'm saying? But, Mikal Bridges is coming into his own. So things are working. But there's still a hole. It's not about Mikal Bridges. It's about making the team better. The Knicks rebounding-wise is still not good. Defensive-wise, there's still holes in the defense. Rim protection, people keep talking about rim protection, but they're afraid to make trades, though. They just want Mitchell Robinson to come back, and that's going to solve all of our problems. But, it is what it is, man. I don't mind debating people back and forth. Shout out to Jason, Generation Jail. We was talking about it today. I don't mind people giving an opinion. If people give an opinion, we get to talk about the opinion. I might disagree, but as I'm talking about your opinion, sometimes I might end up being like, you know what? I agree with you now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about talking out situations and stuff. But I'm not going to sit here and not talk about Mikal. Oh, you want to trade Mikal now? Yeah, but we just went through that with RJ. We just went through that with IQ. We just went through. I just mentioned Frank Ntilikina. Me and Kev, we used to talk about Frank Ntilikina, till we're blue in the face. Getting angry, yelling and screaming on online on screens about Frank Ntilikina and Kevin Knox and shit like that. Arguing about Lance Thomas. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? We done been through it already, man. So this is nothing new. This is nothing new. It's just this is a different player. And then maybe I might have never come across you on the internet or in life at all. And then we're going to end up having the same conversations that I had with other players. And, it just rinse and repeat. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, when you get older, like, you don't give a fuck anymore. You don't give a fuck about it anymore. And it's like, look, I said what I said, and that's what it is. You want to keep going on about, oh, hey, you want to still do that? Not that I'm attacking you, just Knicks. I'm just making a point. Like somebody brings, say, hey, you still want to trade Mikal Bridges? Hey, you still want to suck my dick? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, shit, why you said that for? Oh, yeah, you know what? I'm going to unsubscribe your podcast. All right, well, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? You're the one starting shit with me. You know what I'm saying? Not going at you, just Knicks. Like I said, I'm just making a point here. Just making a point. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's the life you have. That's the life I'm living right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm old. I'm old now, so I don't have time to argue. I don't have time to argue anymore. My thing is, look, you want to make a point, you want to try to make a fool out of me or whatever, you want to try to get a rise out of me. Just let's go straight, cut straight to the point. Cut the middleman. Stop it. You want to cause a problem? Let's get right to it. You know what I'm saying? Cut the middleman. Oh, yo, why you gotta go there? Okay, well, listen, man. Hey, I didn't mean to start no shit. You know what I'm saying? But you starting with me, and I'm just trying to test the temperature. You know what I'm saying? You're just trying to get a rise out of me out of basketball and try to humiliate me or try to make it seem like I'm stupid or something like that, or because of my basketball tapes. So just straight off the rip, fuck you. Straight off the rip, just like that. You know what I'm saying? Test the temperature. If it is what it is, then it is what it is. Beat me up. You know what I'm saying? If not, then then you heard what I said. Take it down a notch. You know what I'm saying? Or just learn your lesson for next time. You know what I'm saying? And take it down a notch. When you talk to somebody else, understand that sometimes it might go a little bit not in your favor type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, and everybody's not on it where we're gonna fight to the death arguing about a basketball player. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's gonna be doing that, arguing back and forth for hours about that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So I'm kind of just venting here. The Knicks are on commercial right now. Let me get this together. Shout out to Abu Dhabi, man. The whole country is freaking sponsored by the Knicks. It's ridiculous, man. The Knicks are being sponsored by them. It's wild. So anyway, so when we come back, we'll get into some more play-by-play and stuff like that. But like I said, this is all about venting today. Derrick Rose spoke his piece. This is a Derrick Rose thing. So it's all about keeping it real and saying what you mean and not beating around the bush, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like the subliminal messages and stuff like that. Shout out to Dr. Umar. I was watching a video by accident. You know how you'd be watching videos on social media. Dr. Umar was talking about the Black Panther movie. So the Black Panther movie is a lot of subliminal messages there. They're putting black people against each other. Subliminal messages, Africans versus American blacks, how neither side wants to deal with the other one. You know what I'm saying? And will there ever be any coming together or anything like that? And then how like only the black women could protect the black man, and the CIA, how they come and save the day, the white guy from the CIA, and the CIA is a part of doing a lot of bad stuff for around the world, but somehow they were the heroes. So Dr. Umar painted that picture. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be painting pictures. It's just like get to the chase, cut to the chase. You know what I'm saying? Subliminal messages and beating around the bush and all that. Let's just cut to the chase. You know what I'm saying? That's people have voted for Trump because of that, right? He says it like it is, right? But then it's only like say it like it is when it's convenient for you. You say it like it is when it's convenient for you. So you can say, "Oh, you fucking idiot, fucking you don't know nothing about basketball." You know what I'm saying? Just say you don't know ball, right? Yeah, just say suck my dick. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Oh, there you go again. You know what I'm saying? Oh well. Shout out to Bobby Santiago. Shout out to Jackal here, Kareem Grant and all this. Gangstar A, what's up? Derrick Rose is different, no doubt. Got Generation JL hanging out. So that's the thing, man. Also Generation JL, this is my guy, man. What I'm saying? He's getting himself together and stuff. So he's gonna start doing social media stuff and maybe YouTube stuff again. You know what I'm saying? Just giving himself a life break. When things happen to you, man, you gotta reflect and build on it. You know what I'm saying? What is the point? What is the purpose? Once you find it, what an amazing thing, man. What an amazing uh like a eureka moment in your life. I had my little moments and stuff where things have happened, and then it's like now, wow, look at that. So God bless, man. I had an extra point there I want to make, but the Knicks are in action. Mikal Bridges rebound out to OG, mid-range jump shot, strong arm that missed it badly, man. Sheesh. Here comes Josh Giddey. So the game is tied now. Josh Giddey alley-oop to Levine, and this looks like we might need a timeout. So Zach Levine, that's not Zach Levine. That's actually Ball, one of the Ball brothers there. Brunson's coming across the timeline very slow. Gets into the spot. I'm wondering why they didn't call a timeout. I would have called a timeout there. Brunson with the crossover. Goes around looking. Knicks don't have any movement right now. Mikal has it. Brunson clears out. Mikal has it on the right. Gives it over to Cat. Give and go. Gets it back to Mikal. Slaps it almost out of bounds, but he does go out of bounds. See what I'm saying? That the Knicks have nothing going. I would have called a timeout just now. So Tom Thibodeau just being quiet, trying to let the Knicks figure it out, but he definitely should have called a timeout there. So instead of calling a timeout, he's making substitutions. So just looking for a different group out there to see if maybe guys need a break or something, I guess. We're in the third quarter now, so it's 4-4 right now. Vucevic turning a hook shot, missed it, gets his own rebound, ends up turning it over due to the Knicks defense. Brunson has it, gets it across the timeline. He's looking, going by himself, coming around the screen a little bit. Left-handed guy is up, no good. Josh Giddey with the rebound. So Knicks got nothing going. Here comes Josh Giddey just casually running up the court and easily making a layup, but he misses it. Josh Hart gets it, same thing, casually up the court. Pass to OG, was trying to finish it. Josh Hart gets the rebound. McHale was able to finish that layup there. So all the Knicks ran up the court. That's why we were able to get that. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. You got to get yourself together, man, in life. And also too, man. Shout out to Kev. That's my guy. I don't want to get it twisted Kev is my enemy or something like that. Kev is my guy. We say got to know each other on the internet, met each other in real life. He's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, once you get older and you're still on that bullshit, like, what did you learn in life? Mikal Bridges misses everything just now. Shit. Here comes Josh, full head of steam, looking, kicks it out to Ball. Ball, he traveled, bro, but they didn't call it. Zach LaVine has it in and out, sidestep on pressures like he wasn't even there, lays it up nice and easy. Here comes Chicago Bulls on a run, 88-44. They have the offensive firepower to do it. The Knicks don't have it going right now, and Brunson is just like the last game. The Knicks don't have it going, and Brunson is the one going one-on-one, and it's not working. And there goes number 15 with the Master Blaster banging down another dunk here. And now Tom Thibodeau wants to call a timeout. So he waits till we get down by 6 to say let's call a timeout. He should have called a timeout after we made that one bad play there. We should have called a timeout. But now let's jack it up. Let's get the lead extended here and then call a timeout. But don't ever say nothing bad about Tom Thibodeau though. Tom Thibodeau's coach of the year and the winningest coach, one of the winningest coaches in Knicks history. We just came off a 9-game winning streak, but don't you dare say anything bad about Tom Thibodeau if he messes up. And it's like it's too much. Definitely too much. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like what have you learned in life when you experience things and you keep experiencing the same shit? What have you learned? So a part of the reason why I didn't do a full watch along again because we're at timeout now, right? So I just explain talking here. The reason why I didn't start the game from the beginning is because my kids are home or whatever we're talking. They were in trouble as usual, but the topic of drugs came up. You know what I'm saying? Because I got this comic book here, so I don't have it with me here. I have it on the side here, but I can show you here. I can show you on here. This is the comic book that I bought. I actually bought the comic book. It's an actual comic book from 1984. It's Incredible Hulk number 300. So Incredible Hulk number 300. This is my all-time favorite comic book. I remember as I was a kid, I was like maybe like 8 years old when I first read it. And this is one of my favorite comics here. So what makes it my favorite comic is that the storyline, of course, man. If you get a chance to read this, Hulk 300, you can type in Incredible Hulk 300 and type PDF, and you'll be able to get the full comic to read it. So anyway, read it. It's a dope comic. A lot of great illustrations and stuff. Hulk is basically insane, and the Avengers are fighting him, and it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Amazing, dialogue and stuff like that. Great comic, man. But I always remember it's my favorite comic of all time. You know what I'm saying? And it reminds me of my uncle also. My uncle is the one that gave it to me. My uncle gave it to me. The reason why he gave me this comic and all of his comics is because he was a drug addict. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't fully there yet, but he was selling things to get drugs. But he didn't want to sell his comics, so he gave them to me. He gave them to me because he knew that I would take care of him. Because every time he gave me a comic, I always kept it in great condition. You know what I'm saying? I just took a liking to comics and stuff, so he knew that. So he gave me his entire comic book collection. You know what I'm saying? Because he was selling shit, stealing stuff in the house and selling things, to get drugs. But to protect his comics, he gave them to me. All my comics got destroyed. Basically all of them got destroyed, due to floods and stuff like that. But I just bought this one, man. So, guess we can dedicate this pod to my uncle. But it got into a conversation about drugs, and I started teaching my kids about what drugs are because they literally didn't have any idea. They're 10 and 8, and they didn't have any idea about that stuff, man. So it was kind of like a big moment. So I had to devote a lot of time to talk to my kids, man. So missed the first half of the Knicks game, but it was a teaching moment for my children, man. Teaching moment for myself too, because I got to you get to know your kids too, because they ask certain questions. You can see the reaction in their faces, how they react. Are they laughing or joking, or are they saying stuff that don't match what you're talking about? That type of thing. So it's definitely a teaching moment. Gotta have a nice talk there with my kids, and I thought it was dope. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely needed to do that. As the Knicks and Chicago still kind of going back and forth here. They're back in action. 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Not Derrick Rose. Brunson might as well be Derrick Rose is now at the free throw line. 93 to 85. Man, how are the Knicks here? Why are we behind against this team? Chicago Bulls does have scores though. Between Vucevic and Levine alone, those guys can score. Add Josh Giddey, he's a good basketball player, and then also Kobe White. Kobe White's a good basketball player too. So they have the firepower to beat us. So don't be shocked, guys. But anyway, this is a book that I picked up, man. So definitely a comic book that means a little bit more than just oh my god, did you see what Spider-Man did? It's a little bit different, man. So it's a little transparency there. So we back in action here. Chicago Bulls is on something now. A lot of confidence there. You got Kobe White just scored. Brunson taking a lot of contact, just going one-on-one. Here we go again. Just Brunson going one-on-one, and the rest of the Knicks just watching. He did score 87 to 96. Here goes Kobe White now coming around the screen all the way to the basket, kicks it out to number 7, kicks it back out. Number 7 is also a good player. 13 just spin. Brunson tried to flop, gets his own rebound, lays it right back up. So they have talent, man. Look, man, look. Take a look at their record, right? 15 and 19. They're not completely trash. They are below 500. But like I said, they have talent. Here goes on Precious there. Almost lost it. Gets to the Brunson. Brunson again, just doing everything, attacking. He tries to drop it inside to Josh, but maybe he should have passed it to the corner. Maybe he should have passed it to the corner, get the ball moving that way. But Brunson is just taking it upon himself to do everything. And it's not just Brunson doing that. That's a team decision there. When do you give Tom Thibodeau credit? Only when we win. Brunson has it now. Comes around a screen there, gives it to Shamit. Shamit gets a nice drive, hop step, kicks it out to Mikhail in the corner. Give it to me. Misses it. Josh taps, got the offensive rebound. Brunson gets it now, in and out dribble. Back to Shamit. Give it to me, Shamit. Everybody's missing. Mikhail Bridges with the rebound. Foul line extended jump shot. Another miss. So we got like 4 misses right there. Knicks are working hard, but can't make a bucket for nothing. And somehow Chicago Bulls feel like they need to call a timeout. But check it out. Look at the difference between I believe that's Billy Donovan, between Billy Donovan and Tom Thibodeau, right? Tom Thibodeau was only down by 2. We should have called the timeout because the Chicago Bulls had some momentum. But Tom Thibodeau allowed Chicago to get confidence, and that lead boosted to 6. Now the lead is at 9 right now as we're at timeout. Billy Donovan had one bad possession there where they couldn't get to the offensive rebound, and he called a timeout. You know what I'm saying? Because his team needs to be talked to on the bench. So that's the difference in the coaches. They're not saying that Billy Donovan is a good coach, but just a situation where like sometimes you do need let the team figure it out. But sometimes something is happening, you have to stop it. You have to stop it. You want to win the game, you got to stop it and get to your teammates. That's the whole point of being a coach, right? You don't let your team work it out all the time. You're going to have to call a timeout. And it's not all about yelling at your guys, telling them to play harder. It's about strategy. It's about strategies. So, it is what it is here. Yeah, man. So we already broke the century mark here, 101 to 89. So this is not good here, man. So like I said, the first game, 5 guys play over 40 minutes. Now here we are. We're still in the third quarter here. Still got a whole quarter left. But everybody is basically almost at 30 minutes here. So we got after this, we're going to have 12 minutes, right? So what we're going to do, play everybody 10 minutes. So everybody plays 10 minutes, we're gonna be straddling again, right? So anyway, Tom Thibodeau tried to play guys more. I don't get it. Well, I'm looking at the wrong team here, but look, everybody's basically at 30 minutes. This is what I'm trying to say. Precious played 20 today. But knowing Tom Thibodeau, we're gonna have 5 guys with 40 minutes again. It's crazy. Guys like Cameron Payne and Shamit, they need more playing time. You know what I'm saying? In the game like today, right now they're getting their playing time. They're not really succeeding because they don't play. They don't play. I tried to make the point last game. You got guys like Isaiah Joe and Aaron Wiggins, 2 nobodies, but they're the ones that beat us. I'm talking about OKC. Knicks just scored there, makes it 89-101. Here goes Chicago Bulls number 25, comes around the screen, going on to the basket, kicks it out to Josh Giddey, holding it. Easy sidestep there. Spin, dribbling, beautiful moves in the paint there. Kicks it out though. Kept his dribble, which is good. Good defensive play. The number 22 got blocked at the rim there. Josh changes speed all the way to the basket, running down his defender hard off the glass, man. Can't get nothing going. Josh Hart is still complaining about fouls when he should be playing defense, man. Get back in the game. Get back in the game. He's still arguing with the referee about the calls. Kobe White now, stutter step, top of the key, being guarded by 2 Knicks. Pulls up for 3, my goodness, and knocks it in. Here we go. So the Chicago Bulls have confidence, man. 104-89. So now we're getting close to 20 points. Now Tom Thibodeau says, hey, let's start calling timeouts now. You know what I'm saying? Before Chicago got confident, it wasn't worthy. But now we got to call a timeout because it's too much now. Shout out to Pierre Mose, or whatever. He's saying, yo, I don't know if he's saying yo because of something that I said or what, man, Yeah, so we got to get back in this one. We got a whole quarter to go, man. But I don't know if you guys can see it on the screen there, but this quarter here, let me see if I can expand it if it makes it look bigger. Yep. That's what she said. So no, it actually erased it. So I expanded it a little bit. Maybe I need to pull it back. There it goes. So you guys can see it in the middle of the screen here. Look at that. 33 for the first quarter, 29 for Chicago. 39 in the second quarter, 34 for Chicago. So Knicks are doing their thing. Look at this third quarter. 17 points in the third quarter, 41 for Chicago. What happened? Did we get shell shocked in that third quarter because of Derrick Rose? Or did the Chicago Bulls get galvanized? Did they get super confident in that third quarter because of Derrick Rose? So I predicted this the last game. It's going to be an emotional event, and that Chicago Bulls team is going to want to win for Derrick Rose. Even though Derrick Rose played for the Knicks too, but it's more important for the organization as a team. I'm quite sure they had many pep talks, saying, hey, we got to win this for Derrick Rose. You know what I'm saying? So, here they are. The magic is there. The magic is, and the stage is set for it. So here we are, a nightmare third quarter here. Now we got an uphill battle as the quarter started already, but the Scotland Sports app, because of their commercials are different than the live commercials. So we're behind the 8 ball here. Chicago Bulls drew first blood in the fourth quarter here with a 3-pointer. So we're gonna wait now. It says the start of the fourth quarter is coming on the Gotham Sports app. So we're not up to date. So just blaming on the Gotham Sports app. Had nothing to do with me. I had Optimum before and it was much closer. When Optimum was working, but then Optimum stopped letting you stream. So now altogether now everybody has to use this Gotham Sports app, and now we're behind. Now we're behind. So I don't want to have to X out. So let me X out and see what happens here. Let me go back and see if this brings me closer into the game. Because it's ridiculous to be behind like 2 minutes. Because literally it's like 10:32 and the quarter just started on my stream here. So I'm gonna restart it. So let's see if I catch up. So I still didn't catch up. I'm at the 10:41 mark, and I see you guys are at the 10:19. So bear with me, guys. We got Cameron Payne, top of the key, inside the cat. Cat fakes it inside, up and over, lays it up. This Gotham Sports app is not good, man. It's definitely not good. Very inconvenient, especially when you're trying to sync up and watch games with your friends or anything like that. It's not good. Chicago Bulls missed the top of the key 3. 107 to 91, 11:15 on my clock. Cat gets it again. Cat's gonna post up my man here. Oh, he throw another elbow inside for the left-handed hook there. That elbow to the neck, he's got to stop it. He's got to stop it. It's going to backfire. Kobe White with a nice move to the basket. Shamit's guarding him, though. Kicks it out to Giddy. Giddy gets it out to number 7. Three-point shot wide open. Wet stat. Unbelievable. 10 to 6 in the fourth now. It's 110.93 on my clock. 10:48. Cat three-point shot top of the key. No good. He's missing his patented shots, and Chicago's coming down making their shots, and we're not making ours. Kobe White dribbling, gets it out to number 7 again. Beautiful pass inside to number 25 for the layup. Number 25, Derrick Rose Ward, number 25 with the Knicks. So shout out to number 7 from Chicago. That's in Chicago right now. Let me see. Get this up. That's Jalen Smith. He was from Indiana. Jalen Smith was a good basketball player. I don't know why he's not used more. Josh Giddey, full length of the court, nice layup there, 114 to 95. So it doesn't look like the Knicks have it in them to come back. So we got to see. We got to see. It goes Cat going at number 7, using all his strength there. They're not going to count the bucket. Referee did just point to the floor there, so I don't know if they're going to count the bucket there. But Jalen Smith, like I said, he played for Indiana, a very skilled big man. But the reason why that he's not starting is because Chicago Bulls has a draft pick invested in Patrick Williams. Patrick Williams, look at him. Let me change this here. Patrick Williams hasn't necessarily been playing well. Today he has 5 points. And this guy Jalen Smith is actually a better basketball player. Cat gets another score here, so it's 97 to 114. I think it's a big uphill battle here, man. Knicks are almost down by 20 right now with a lot to go. Chicago Bull has all the momentum. Number 25, he had an opportunity to score, but kicks it back out to Kobe White. Comes around the screen there, double screen. Kobe White behind the back to Jalen Smith there, sidestep three-point shot. He's on a mission. He misses everything, though. Karl-Anthony Towns has it, outlets to Josh, and basically almost threw it out of bounds. Fuck. Josh Hart to the basket using his strength there. And they're going to call a foul on 25. 25 got wrecked just now by Josh. So I know that he's a little bit frustrated. Yeah, so I see you guys popping up in the chat again. So let me scroll this up. So Mighty Finesse is in here. This is about the time Mighty Finesse usually pops up, about the third quarter. Got Myth in the place. Yeah, man, this back-to-back shot. I'm deflated. I know we won 9 straight. Lose 2 back-to-back on the road is horrible, man. But I believe we're on a homestand after this, so it's all good. Amadi has Verizon, so God bless you. Yeah. I'm not with it. I'm not with the heart attack game. I'm over it. If the Knicks come back and win, so be it. I'm just gonna chalk it up as, hey, we won the game. It goes Cat, a lot of slumping and dumping there, bumping and humping there. Too much humping and bumping. He doesn't even have to do that. He's gotta get with a skills coach and figure it out. But these skill coaches now, they teach you to do that. They teach you to do the pushing and smushing, slapping and whapping and tapping and papping. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that say hit him, bang, bang, bang him, hit him, bang him, create the contact, get the separation. That's what they teach them. The elite coaches out there, that's what they teach them. Put your body into him. He's too little. That's what they say, right? Shout out to Bobby Santiago. I already know this is going to be like one of the 10 commandments here. We'll get to it in a second. Giddy comes around the screen, nice and easy, downhill, bumps, Karl-Anthony Towns. That's what they teach him. Drive, get the bump, and then finish off the bump. That's what they teach. I don't remember them doing that back in the days. I just remember them making moves and scoring. I don't remember them driving their body full speed into somebody to bump them off to get the layup. I don't think I remember ever seeing that. Not to the degree, not to the scientific degree that they do it now. So Shamit is here. So Tom Thibodeau is trolling us right now. Tom Thibodeau is literally trolling us. He goes Vucevic. Vucevic over to number 44, Patrick. Patrick's driving. Precious holding him. Vucevic spin right in the lane, knocks it down. Vucevic is a 20-point game scorer. Right now, he got 15 and 10. 116 to 19. Knicks are down by 17, and we're just going back and forth. Here goes Campaign with a 3-point shot. He made that one. Uphill battle, 8 minutes and 37 seconds. Do we have enough time to get there? Yes, we do. We actually do. 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes. We have plenty of time. If you're gonna do it right now, is the time. Knicks just cracked Kobe White just now. Knicks got to be careful with these hard fouls here. We got to make stops though. Definitely got to make stops. So just quiet is kept. If we're gonna have a chance to win, we kind of need to go on a run right now before crunch time hits. Crunch time for me is about 6.5 minutes. 7 minutes, 6.5 minutes. So the Knicks need to crack some of this lead here. We got another timeout, guys. 102 to 116. You know what I'm saying? So right now it would be nice to cut this lead to 10. If we can cut it to 10 or less than 10, cut it to less than 10 before 6.5 minutes. That would be the ideal thing to do right now. Cut it to below 10, maybe 8. Cut it to 8. If you can do that, that's doable within the next 2 minutes. Cut it to 8. If we can do that, then we can grind out the last few minutes of the game, and then maybe get it to the next thing, because we're gonna have to chip away and then finally go on a run to win. So, like I said, right now we need to go on a run now. We need to go on a nice little 5-0 run. It doesn't have to be a major run. Go on a 5-0 run where we can get the score down to 9, or 6-0 run where we can get it down to 8. If we can do that before the 6.5 minute mark, that's good, because Chicago's going to come back and then we could trade buckets and stuff like that. But then when it gets to maybe like the 3-minute mark, that's when the Knicks, maybe the 4-minute mark, 4.5 minute mark. That's when the Knicks are going to have to try to pick it up and get another run to finish off the Chicago Bulls. It's possible. That's the game plan. That would be my game plan. That would be what I would be trying to get my team to do. Going forward here. But we're definitely going to have to see it. We definitely have enough time. 2 minutes in a basketball game is an eternity, but you have to make it a quality 2 minutes in order to make it count. Anyway, Bobby Santiago's comment is on the screen here. He says, we have to play our bench. That's the understatement of the year, man. Look, Precious today is playing. Cameron Payne played 10 minutes. Shaman played 12. So this is a better, minutes differential here. But Cam Payne played 10 minutes last game. Shaman played less than 10 last game. No, excuse me. Cameron Payne played 8 minutes last game. There was no player off the bench that played over 10 minutes. Everybody played under 10 minutes. Today, Precious played 23. He played 23. He had 5 and 5. That's fine. If we played him 23 minutes often, then maybe he can give us a little bit more, because the confidence will be there. He know the minutes is coming. Cameron Payne, 3 for 5, 2 for 3 from 3, 2 assists, 8 points. He's doing his job in 11 minutes. Shamet, maybe we can get some more production out of him if we play him more consistently. Not just out of necessity. That's a problem. Anyway, back to action. I don't want to make this into about Tom Thibodeau at the moment. So let me get to the comments here. We're still waiting for these guys to come back. So he said 10th. We play in the 10th. So that's in 6 days, man. So that's circled. I can't wait. I'm looking to see if I can get in the building. We'll see. Myth here. He says that's why I cannot do what you do, Eero, because when the Knicks are playing like this, it's hard for me to stay online. I got you, man. I definitely got you. But for me, it's the opposite. If I didn't do my podcast, as I believe Kat just scored there. If I didn't have this podcast, my wife would have kicked me out the house a long time ago, because we already had a conversation about that, where I went too crazy, during the Knicks game, and I'm freaking going crazy in the house. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? So I had to check myself. When you're also talking about a 30-something-year-old person compared to a 45-year-old, So I was like in my early 30s. You're talking about 32 years old, and I'm going buck wild in the house over a Knicks game. That's not cool. But 45, it's a little. I could take it down a notch. But I enjoy this podcasting thing, guys. You guys know that. You guys could tell. You could tell I love this shit. I just love it, man. It's definitely like a soothing thing for me. But also too, I love to talk Knicks. And I just believe there's nobody out there doing this commentary shit the way that I'm doing it. Everybody does it the way that they do it, so people might enjoy them, so God bless, but I don't think anybody's doing it the way that I do it. So that's why I do it. And my man, Generation JL, he mentioned today that that I helped him out a little bit, get through the stuff that he was going through this year. And I've heard that a million times, on online. So that's why I do it, because there are people that watch and that don't comment, and I definitely appreciate the people that do support, because I can feel the energy. So here we go. The Knicks are trying to make a stop here. Zach LaVine, bad shot. There goes the stop. So right now the Knicks are kind of like on a pseudo run, like I said. So here comes Cameron Payne there dribbling, trying to make something happen. Shamit on the drive all the way to the basket, right at the rim. Super explosive, as you can see. Shamit can play, but Shamit needs the reps. He needs the confidence. You know what I'm saying? You don't get confidence, if you don't know you're gonna play. If you don't know that you're gonna play, then how could you get that confidence? That's what people say. They're selective. They say that about Kolick. Oh, if Kolick played, that he would do this, that, and the other. But that doesn't apply to anybody else, but only the player that you want. Only the player that you want to succeed. So anyway, here we are. The Knicks 119 to 108. Haven't really been getting the stops that we need there, but 108 cuts it close there. But we still got 30 seconds here where we could try to cut this lead to at least below 10. So we're close. It's still 11. So after this timeout, hopefully the Knicks can make another stop, and then we can go ahead. If we can go ahead and get it at least an 8 point lead before the 6:30, then we could talk about strategizing the rest of the game. But like I said, we need to this little mini run now, chip away run, trade baskets or chip away the rest of the way, and then somewhere around the 4:30 mark or 3:30. I think 3:30 is too late, but maybe around the 4:30 mark, that's when the Knicks should make another push. And then that second push should be the push that we need to get us to get this win today. You know what I'm saying? So right now, it's so important right now. It's 107 in the game right now. It's gonna be 707. To me, it's so important right now to get a stop and a bucket. Uh in this time frame here, we have about 23 seconds. So that's like a shot clock, right? So it's like a 2-for-1 situation. If the Knicks could get a stop, if the Knicks the Knicks got to get a stop now. If we can get a stop and score, and then come down, we're probably gonna have to get another stop and score. In order to get what I want. I need it to be at 8 minutes. I need it to be at least an 8 point lead before the 6:30 mark. So as I'm looking at the screen here, like I said, this Gotham Sports app is shit. It's a piece of shit. Because we're back in action. Let me see if I can get it closer. No, I can't. But it looks like the Knicks did take it to 111, and they still have 19. So that gives me the 8 that I asked for. So here goes the Knicks again, chipping away again at it's 113 to 119. So that's now a 2-possession game. So 2-possession game now, maybe it's a late run here by the Knicks to make it a 2-possession game. This is what we need right now. This is what we need. So the Knicks are basically kind of doing what I'm asking here. But as you can see, I'm very frustrated, man, because we still haven't started. We still at the timeout. They still haven't came back yet, according to the Gotham Sports app. But on you guys are already basically 2 minutes ahead of me right now. So anyway, I'm 7:02 now. Here we go. Zach LaVine drives, kicks it out to Vucevic, wide open 3. Thank God he missed. Cat with the rebound. Cat's man is Vucevic, but Cat was at the rim. Anyway, we got Cameron Payne here, gives it out to Josh. Josh over the Cat, 3-point shot. There it is, and knocks that down. That's what gives us the 111. Oh, so I see it looks like Chicago hit a 3-point shot there. So Josh Giddey now has it. Shot is up, misses everything. Josh dribbling crossover. So I'm looking to see how we get to 13 here. Cat jump shot, misses it. Oh, this guy Shamit gets the rebound. Back out to Cat. Cat fakes a 3, drives all the way to the basket. Hop step on the inside. Lot of contact there. Got really fucked up and no foul call. So that's what gave us the 13. But Chicago's going to come through and they're going to get 3. So 19, 20, 21. So it's a 2. They're going to get 2. 19, 20, 21. So they're going to get 2. So like I said, you guys are at the 5:47 mark. I'm trying to see where we are right now. I'm at the 6:12. So like I said, it's still plenty of time right now. They can score, is fine. But we could trade baskets a little bit, maybe chip away a little bit. But 4:30, we have to turn it on again at 4:30 in order to get this team out of here. So it was a Vucevic layup that got them to 21. So I'm at 5:55. Knicks are bringing the ball up now. Josh has it. Cam drives, kicks it out to Precious. Precious on the drive, back to Shamit. So Tom Thibodeau is literally trolling us. So they're gonna say a foul there, even though Shamit knocked down a clutch 3-point shot, is not gonna count. It will be Chicago ball. So that 3-point shot, he made the 3-point shot. If Cameron Payne didn't get called for the foul there, then that would have been a godsend. But still 21. It looks like Chicago's gonna score again. But look at that stupid ass play by Cameron Payne there. But Tom Thibodeau is literally trolling us right now, guys, because like Brunson should be back in the game. Is Brunson hurt? Did I miss something? I don't know if Brunson is hurt. So anyway, you got Levine dribbling. You got Josh playing defense, spinning around there. Shot is up, no good. So it was a foul on the shot. So that's free throws. So they're gonna go up by free throws. So that's gonna give them the 23. But it looks like Chicago scores again. Oh, excuse me, it was a 3-point shot. So he got fouled on a 3-point shot. So that's what's gonna give them 3 points there. So that's 124. So the Knicks are fooling around here, man. Like I said, we're not quite at the 4:30 mark here. So like I said, we could chip a little bit, trade baskets, that type of thing. But at the 4:30 mark, the Knicks have to go balls to the wall if we want to try to win this game. It's not asking too much. It's not really asking too much. So I'm anxious here. Definitely would love to get this win today. We can't win them all, though. We can't win them all. This is basketball. That's why you have a record. Right now the Knicks are 24-11. If we finish 24-12, that record suits us. It's not like a bad thing. 24-12, that's about right. But I want to win. I don't watch these games knowing that the Knicks are going to lose. Cameron Payne has it now. Kicks it out to Cat. Cat just drives a hop step, man, out of control, completely out of control, and the referees bailed him out. Cat was completely out of control. Unbelievable. Too busy trying to get that foul call instead of just making a clean offensive play. Look at Cat. He gets it, dribbling hard, pushes what's the name out the way, and then just throws it up. He had no intention of scoring. He was just trying to get the foul. And playing that way is not a fun way to play basketball. Shit. And then after all of that, because you didn't commit to making a good basketball play, and then you go to the free throw line and miss a free throw. So what's the point? What is the point? What is the point? What's the point? What's the point? Yeah, microphone trying to figure out what's wrong with it here. Yeah. Oh. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. So Cat's gonna make the second one, so that makes it a 10-point lead. Man, he almost blew that one. So here we are. We're approaching the 4:30 mark here, I'm seeing. So I'm at 5:22. That's annoying. I'm at 5:20. So a lot of time is coming up the clock, and nobody's able to get any scores here. A whole minute is going to pass, and nobody scored. Zach LaVine driving, kicked it out to Patrick Williams there. Vucevic has it. He's actually creating offense against Cat. He's not just slamming his body into him. He's creating offense. But they're going to call something there. I don't know what they called. Maybe 3 seconds? Maybe they called 3 seconds on Vucevic? That's weird. They don't call that in the NBA, but they called it just now. So turnover there. So look at Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau said, you know what? You want to give Brunson a rest? Let's rest him until the 5-minute mark. Tom Thibodeau, you a piece of shit, bro. Tom Thibodeau is literally trolling all of us. OG wasn't in the game. Now he's in the game. So you're going to wait till the Knicks have no chance to come back and then put the players in? It's like, what the hell? Mikhail dribbles, loses it, but they're going to call a foul. So the referees are now giving the Knicks a chance to win. So Vucevic just said 2 times in a row. 2 times in a row, the same shit. It is. I'll give it to him 2 times in a row. I don't believe that's a foul. Even though like the last play wasn't a foul. But I know I'm a Knicks fan, but it's the real. So Mikhail knocks down the first free throw. That gets us to 115. So you guys, I don't know if there's a timeout or something because I'm still I just hit the 444 mark, 445 mark. Okay, so we're at a timeout. The Knicks, so somebody called the timeout here. So I believe the Knicks called a timeout. So that's why we got a break in action here. So Tom Thibodeau wants to talk about whatever. I don't know. But Mikhail's gonna have another free throw, so he'll make the next one. Hopefully, that'll be 16 to 24. It'll be an 8 point lead by Chicago. But it would have been nice to chip away at the lead a little bit. But right now it's at 4:27. The time is now. Right now, 4:27 on the clock. Like I said, I'm behind. Right now is the time to go on the run. We have to go on a run now if we have any chance to win this game. Like I'm looking at the score now. I'm looking at the score because like I said, I'm so far behind here with this Gotham Sports app that I have to dictate. So they just scored just now. So that's not good. The Knicks did not score, but Chicago did score, and we lost 30 seconds off the clock already. So that's a bad sign. That's a bad sign. Looks like the Knicks probably not going to win this game today, and that definitely sucks. So I want to see how that played out here. Anthony Towns is doing his best RuPaul walk up the court here. So we got Mikal Bridges is going to miss the free throw, I assume. Yes, he misses the free throw. So that's no good. He misses the free throw. So now here comes Kobe White now. I'm trying to see how this plays out here. And then look, they score again. I see it goes from 28 to 29. So that's the game, guys. The Knicks can't come back. That's the game. So Vucevic scored just now. That makes it a 26. That makes it 126. Brunson has it now. Comes around the screen. Looking, booking. Going to the left-handed layup. He blows it. Josh Hart tried to get the rebound there. Man, you got to be careful. Here goes Levine, in and out dribble all the way to the basket. No, gives it to Vucevic. Simple layup with the and one. So it wasn't a three-point shot, which is an and one. So look, 32 to 17, and that's it. That's the game, guys. I don't think the Knicks are just too far now. They're too far behind. They're too far behind. So 17, they're basically it's a 17-point lead there. 18-point lead now. So it's an 18-point lead. The game is over, man. So, you win some, you lose some, man. So listen, just like the last game, I turned the game off. I couldn't watch it at the end. I turned the game off. There's 4 minutes left in this game, guys. And I'm basically over. I'm over it. So I'm at the 4-minute mark. You guys are at the 2:46 mark. And I just X'd out the game and the game is over. Fuck it. So the Knicks blow another one, man. So Tom Thibodeau's a funny motherfucker, man. The last game, the guys are complaining about being tired and stuff, right? So we were down by 10 and we had our bench guys in there. When during a time where nothing was happening, we probably should have had Brunson and those guys in at that point if we're trying to win this game. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but you said last game that they didn't get enough rest. You know what I'm saying? Tom Thibodeau, you're a funny motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. This is the point of the season in January where like we're getting mad about wins and losses, but in the grand scheme of things, like I said, 24-12, that's a legit Knicks record. 24-12, we're supposed to be 24-12 because there's nothing indicating that we should be more than that. So we're 24-12. I own it. The Knicks lost against OKC on the road. We lost against the Bulls on the road on Derrick Rose night. Okay, those are losses. Okay, cool. So just take a because I'm done with the game. I'm not doing any more play-by-play right now. This I'm over it right now. So Knicks schedule. Take a look at the Knicks schedule. We play the Magic next, and then we play the Raptors next. Two big games. So we lost against OKC and the Bulls on the road. These two games here, I believe, are at MSG. Yes. So the next two games are at MSG. So we got two home games, two winnable games. But the Magic, I don't know what their schedule, what their health thing is. I don't know if anybody's coming back healthy. But Orlando Magic always gives us a hard game. So that's going to be tough. And then IQ is back. IQ is back healthy, so that's going to be interesting, man. IQ had a really good game the other night. I believe he had like I believe he had a double double with points and assists, right? So IQ is back and he's back with a vengeance there. So he's definitely going to want to try to show up and play well against the Knicks. So these next two games are going to be rivalry games. Rivalry definitely building against the Orlando Magic, and of course the Toronto Raptors. We've been going back and forth with them too. This guy, we injured one of their players there. I forgot his name. Scotty Barnes. We injured Scotty Barnes. So a lot of stuff going on. We always play these two teams well. They're always good games. So yeah, man, we got two big games coming up. But I'm over analyzing it because we definitely could lose both. It's possible. It's definitely possible that we could lose both games. You know what I'm saying? That's why we played them. That's why we play the games. You have to prove it. So I can see us beating the Magic. I can see us beating the Raptors. And then we show up to the Thunder again. A catastrophe would be to lose the Magic and the Raptors and then play the Thunder again. That would be a catastrophe because we got some key matchups coming up. If we could take care of business against the Magic, take care of business against the Raptors, get revenge against the Thunder. Then we play. It's going to be a hard game against the Bucks at home. Then we play the Pistons, who always plays us really good. And then you got the Sixers, coming up next, the Timberwolves, and then a rivalry game with the Hawks. So there's no breaks. The next few games here. So I'll leave it with the Nets. The Nets, they're going to play us hard too. Kings are good. Also, Grizzlies are good. We got some good games coming up, man. It's a very tough stretch here in January. February, got some good games coming up. Shit. So this is a tough stretch here. I'm just looking. We get revenge against the Bulls in February. We play Indiana Pacers in February 11th. Like I said, I mentioned Atlanta. We got the Celtics there, Cleveland. They got the Rockets who bust our ass the last time we played them. So we got a tough schedule coming up here, man. So you say you want to be fans of the Knicks, right? You say you love the Knicks. You say you love the games. You love basketball. This is what it's all about. This is not for the faint of heart, man. You know what I'm saying? So we got definitely a tough schedule coming up here. What's the trade deadline? NBA trade deadline. NBA trade deadline is February 6th. So listen, the February 6th is coming up soon. When do we play? We play the Raptors again. So the Celtics, you play the Celtics after the trade deadline. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 games. 15 games before the trade deadline, guys. So that seems like a lot of games. But yeah, if the worst scenario happens, man, we could easily go 5-10 during that stretch, and we can easily go 10-5, So I don't know what's gonna happen with our Knicks, but I know what's gonna happen now, man. I don't know if the game is over. 44 seconds, man. But 21 seconds on NBA.com, 44 seconds, 21 seconds on ESPN also. But this is the first time I ever did this. But I'm not gonna finish the game. 22 seconds left in the game, and I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Myth. Let's get some other guys here. Let me see. So Myth is gonna ride me out here, pause. He says I'm ready to trade the whole bench. You know what I'm saying? For a good 6-man. Me too. I'm ready. The Knicks need help. Tom Thibodeau needs help too. Not for nothing. Something needs to happen here. We're not gonna trade. We're not gonna fire Tom Thibodeau now. It's not gonna happen. But it's definitely something missing with our Knicks. Something's missing. We definitely need a shift. Something needs to shift here. But I know what's going to shift now. I'm going to hit end stream because right now we just finished the game 139 and 126. Just a bad back-to-back showing here on the road here. We back-to-back games here against OKC where we gave the game away in the last 6 minutes. And the second half of this game, just pure garbage. We tried to come back a little bit, 37-35, but that third quarter killed us, 41-17. And it is what it is with that, man. So, like I said, Karl-Anthony Towns, let's talk about him, 44 points. Brunson got 33. But how do we have 44 for Towns and 33 for Brunson and we still lose the game? So I can guarantee your favorite podcaster is going to complain about the defense. Oh, we were shooting the ball well, but we just didn't play defense. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy that. Enjoy that bullshit. okay? Because you know what's coming. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next game. We will play Magic. We play in a Magic Monday. So we get tomorrow off, thank God, and then we play Monday against the Magic. Then we're gonna get Tuesday off, and then we play Wednesday. So NBA season is rolling, guys. It is what it is. Die Hard Knicks podcast. Eru here. 4 fingers to the forehead, tucking your thumb salute. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bam! Bang! Peace. Have a good night.
Eru, I see you. Die Hard. Trav. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard, homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell a trophy, yeah, you need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves, and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team, and he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name, and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gon' murder.